Another day off, another video. Hello, Charlie here. I don't know what today's like gonna entail because it's gonna be really hot and I'm doing laundry at the moment, and I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about some of what's been going on because one of the things that I've been doing this week a lot is art. I wasn't totally expecting to make this sort of like an art experience. I was kind of coming into it more with the belief and intention that I guess I'd be educating myself more on spiritual stuff, kind of without considering that the last 2 years I'd already been putting myself through sort of a personalized PhD program in modern spiritual, what we know stuff. Um, anyway, so like yesterday morning, while I was working, but then took a little in between and learned to skip stones because a coworker was just doing a class on skipping stones, which was really fun. Um, and then all this week we have an artist in residence for a couple weeks at a time. His name's Alan. He's been here for a very long time, like over 30 years, and it was amazing. I didn't know who he was. I just heard like you should take a class with him. He's amazing. And then at lunch, I was in a conversation with somebody and he sat down at our table and there wasn't a whole lot of interaction at first, which was apparently very appropriate and good. And I feel like I'm oversharing. But when he sat down, we finished our conversation and everything internally just went, the time that he is here is limited, is valuable. And that's the case for everyone here, but it was specific to like, hey, when you're not working and he's hosting a class, prioritize it. It's priority number one, was more or less what my guides were telling me. And like, y'all, I've done so much art this week just because I've been going to his 1 or 2 hour workshops. And I made a couple things that I kind of want to show you. I didn't like keep everything that I made, but like we were doing painting with ink, and at one point he was like, "All right, now I'll make a dinosaur." And admittedly, I could have done something better with the eyes, but I think it's a pretty good dinosaur. Actually, kind of proud of it. This is from Jack. That's not an original art, but really cool. Oh, there we go. This was part of a 3-panel situation. I like it. I think it's really cool. And then that was sort of how we started one of the, this is someone who got me to like watercolor just by basically showing how to do it a bit and then giving emotion and life experience based prompts, and then we do it and then we all share, but like he's very much he holds it up and like you talk about it and other people talk about it. I don't know. It was just really fun. And then last night there were like 4 different things happening at the same time because that happens sometimes here. And I went to his to Alan's program where it was all about life reviews and celebration. And if you've been on my channel a lot, you know that big life event for me and for us recently was the whole dying thing. And at one point it was a scene from your life, draw / paint it, and this is what this is what came out of me. I was honestly really proud of the drips right here, because yeah, like died, like the timeline's a little funky, but like yeah, we're feverish with the flu, crawled into the shower, turned it on cold, and I mean, whether I died before or after this, I don't like. This is what came out. It was fun. It was neat. And then like something else, a monumental person in your life, and this is what came out. If you're familiar at all with Spider-Man, you'll recognize this cover that I stole. Randy, it's kind of how meeting him felt, right? And then just cool stuff like different different little panel things, and this bottom one was effectively like, draw the scale of your life, in terms of happiness, and childhood, not great. Things got better, and then and then this is the most recent times. This is where I am now. I'm feeling quite optimistic, but you take it and you turn it, you just do the lines kind of intuitively, really. Don't really think about it too much, and then you turn that into a landscape, and it looked like an underwater continental shelf to me, so I just turned it into that. His art is obviously much more elevated. It looks way better, but I did want to redo this because I think it's kind of funny. Okay, so we also just like chatted and talked because toward the end I was the only person there. Because other folks just were going to other things, because seriously, there were like a million things happening last night. And we chatted and we just did things. And the last thing that he had me do was write an obituary. And I was like, obituary for now or just like at some point? He was like, future's fine. I was like, okay, cool. So I just want to read it to you because I started writing it without knowing where it was going and it made me laugh. So apparently this is what I'm planning for. All right. Charlie River Morrow crossed the Rainbow Bridge on April 1st, 2088, after an evening comedy tour finale that predicted this very obituary. They will be missed, but as they've reminded us many times, we've said and written so much at this point, no one in their right mind would need to ask for more. They are survived by 3 dogs who are now officially in charge of their nonprofit. It made me laugh when I was writing it. I was like, what? But also, considering that I somehow managed to fumble my way into doing a karaoke rendition of Defying Gravity that was comical. I think someone did record, I think Alan might have actually recorded a little bit of it. I haven't seen it, any recording of it. I just know that, okay, backstory. 2 nights ago, there was drag karaoke. I didn't show any video of that because I'm not really showing video of like other people and stuff. You just kind of have to use your imagination, right? But it was really fun. It was delightful. Dudes were all in dresses. There was lots of very feminine, it was very cool. It was very cool. There weren't a ton of masculine looks for the most part. But it was fun. And we got to sing Defying Gravity, which I've spent the last like couple of years having visions of doing in a karaoke setting. Like with friends, with coworkers was usually like part of the vision, kind of on a stage and doing a good job with it, but just enjoying it, right? And so I put Defying Gravity on the list, and it became my turn. David was willing to be Glinda to my Elphaba, even though he didn't totally know the song, which I love him so much. So so we had someone who didn't totally know the song and hadn't spent the last 2 years like practicing for it like I had. I did not specify Broadway version, which I should have done, because what started playing was the movie version, which I've only seen once and honestly genuinely bothered me. It bothered me because I did not appreciate that it was cut off. I just need to go off on a side rant here. Defying Gravity is one of the most amazing songs that's ever been written. And the fact that in the middle of that Queen's everything, it was decided that it should be segmented, and then we have dudes running to chase her. No. It's the only reason that's like, I would very much appreciate for that entire cast to just, redo that song without the break. Personally, not that I get to choose these things, but if I was the director, that would be my take. You do not segment Defying Gravity. How dare you? How dare you? Anyway, so it took until that part for me to realize that it was the movie version, because the movie version is also, the tempo's a bit slower. And so I was just kind of confused and like, well, I guess this particular karaoke version is just slower. And so I kind of vamped a little bit, and there was like physicality to what I was doing. People were laughing with, you know? Um, it was just fun. It was so fun to do a song that I idolize, and I have been in the active, like, active prepare for it levels of manifestation for years. And then what showed up was an opportunity to do it. I took it. I didn't need to. There would have been other opportunities too, but I took it because it was available. And it was so much better than I could have ever hoped. And everything, voice, body, I mean, my lung capacity these days is just, when you've done singing, like professional. No, I've been a volunteer for like the Richmond Symphony Chorus and did a lot of things in high school. Like, that's as professional as my singing has ever gotten. But with all the COVID and flu the last couple of years, my lung capacity, I mean, you've heard these videos, I'm constantly like, I have no lung capacity. It makes it really hard to sing, especially really hard to sing when you're using full diaphragm. And yet, for that song, it wasn't a problem. It just, it's like, thank you, body. Thanks, everything. It was magical. It was such a magic. I'm still like riding high. It's 2 days later, and I'm still riding high on that one because it just felt so good, and it got to be funny and clearly. So according to this, I'm 100 when I die, almost 101. I have one like final comedy tour and finale, like a finale of the tour. And you know what? Ozzy Osbourne, he did the same thing. He had his like, well, not like that night, but he knew. Dude knew. So he had like one big tour and then was like, all right, peace. Impressive. It's impressive to you know, follow yourself, you know, follow your own inner guidance that well. You know? Anyway, that's what's going on for us. We're gonna go like sketch in the garden, which is a cell phone free zone, so I'm not gonna take you with me there, but perhaps I'll maybe show you. I don't know. My art is, we could call it folksy. I like my dinosaur, okay? I like it. Beady eyes. I was going for cute because it's like a baby, but like a little terrifying, and I kind of like that, and it does look a little like a Demogorgon, just a hair. So I have a little bit of terrifying art on my wall. It's fun. And then yeah, the rest of my day is just different classes, different things. I'm kind of just taking like and sneezing at everything because something's in bloom that my nose is not a fan of. That or I'm getting sick. In bloom. Okay, cool. Well, that's it for now. Love you. I don't know what else it'll be, but gotta go take care of my laundry. So we're coloring or painting or doing whatever in the garden, and this guy, bye. Well, he slammed into me and then just hung out with me for a while until I got my camera out, but I'm on top of a recliner, as you can see, and this is what I'm painting, drawing with these guys. So, pretty fun. And I had a buddy, but he didn't want to be on camera, so. Cool though. You know, it's not bad. What do you think? Okay, so I'm about to get attuned to level 2 of Reiki, because Sky does Reiki and got attuned to level 1. I don't remember how long ago now. Time is different here, but I wanted to show you just one of the coolest things that I didn't know existed until I got here, and that's these chairs. Like, just like people who do any kind of work that kind of involves being on the ground. I don't know if you need to see this so that you can purchase some for yourself, but like, so this is the chair right here, and like, look at the back. What are you called? What are you guys actually called? You have a name. That's what they are. Back jacks. the Back Jack Anywhere chair, because it just like picks up and it's floppy. Picks up and it's floppy, but then, and when you sit, you just get to sit on this nice little cushiony spot, and you got a nice, it's so nice. I like to do this because then I have more space for my everything. So comfortable. Reiki level 2, let's go. I just got attuned to level 2 of Reiki, and Sky gave us a flower because she's a magical human. Not because she gave us a flower, she's just a magical human. You know what's fascinating? Attuning to symbols opens the whole Akashic field to it, which it's like 100 years of stuff coming through. There were levels of integrations that I just did in there, which were unexpected. I don't know how else to describe it. Unexpected and very cool. And you need some water, so I think I'm going to take this to guest services and add to our flowers there. Thunderstorms are coming in, and I'm exhausted. And Scout's been asking to watch a Disney movie or a Pixar movie, so I think I'm just going to go to bed, watch a Pixar movie. And I think Scout's going to tell you about it after. Sound good? Okay. Just wanted to share a lovely example of some of the ways in which being at Omega, but in being just like open to whatever Omega needs you to do, is helpful. It's Thursday. There's a team meeting that we have for guest services on Thursdays. If you're not scheduled to work that day, you don't have to come, right? But I like coming to the team meetings because I like my team and I like being on top of like what, it's just, the notes are never the same, right? But when I'm not working and it's my day off, my brain does not consider that there's anything happening that day for work. So the little flower that Sky gave me, I was like, this is amazing. I don't have a place to put this because this is my only container of water and I need it. So, but in guest services, we have little, flowers, and we have, it's a vibe, right? And so I walked down there and I walked into guest services at the start of our meeting. It was just like, oh, right. Sweet. Fantastic. So now I'm going to go watch a movie. But I mean, like, it's just kind of perfect. I don't have to remember that there's a team meeting. Omega will get me there anyway. I love it.
It's Scout. We're trying to watch Hoppers and it's really good, but we still have 45 minutes left. And the Wi-Fi went away again. I did it like 2 times already. Sometimes that happens, and when we ask our guides, they say it's because there's just a lot happening. But we're maybe not gonna finish Hoppers tonight, but it's really good. And we have open mic, and we're gonna go to open mic. And there's a dance too, but we're too tired for dancing. Yeah. It's back. Is the Wi-Fi back? No. That happens. But that's okay. Charlie says when the internet doesn't work, that means you just have to take a breath and wait and say, thank you for the no screen time. I like screen time. We don't have screen time very much here. Maybe it's working now. I don't know. Maybe Charlie's gonna be back later. But I like Hoppers. It's good. We just got to the part with the shark. What do you wanna do, Charlie? There's no internet.
Okay. Sorry about that. Scout's idea to get this out. I guess we're just gonna work on something else. Oh well, we'll watch it again, or we'll finish it tomorrow. Oh look, it's back up. Okay. Okay. Of all the things that I anticipated about Omega, being happy tired, but just like
tired. I don't know that it was one that I considered. And it's because I'm busy, like being social and doing like readings, Akashic Record readings, and going to open mic nights. Also, I am trying my hand at being a stand-up comedian. That's what I did at open mic tonight. I did not sing. I feel kind of proud of myself, even though I love singing. It wasn't the night for it. It was long-winded, it was oversharing, but hey, that's what stand-up is, right? You just get on stage and talk about your life and try to make it funny. Meanwhile, everybody laughs because they're like, huh, I kind of feel that too, but I don't want to say it out loud. I admitted to having crushes on people. I didn't name names, but yeah. Did I tell you that? Oh, yeah. What can I say? I'm a person who just, misses my relationship, and I can't help it. It's just, I have types for sure, and some people, they fit into that very well, and I'm like, oh my god, I swear, if you say one more nerdy thing, it's gonna just... Nerds, man. I did not anticipate how many nerds were here. It's amazing. Alright, well, before I overshare completely on here, that's it. That's it for me. Yeah, we didn't finish the movie yet, but we'll finish it tomorrow. Or we'll stay up late and finish it tonight. Okay. Oh my gosh. Little sisters, man. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this smattering of a day. We'll talk soon. I love you. Bye.